going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we got Sunday college basketball. And to be honest with you, this is one of the best Sundays I've seen in a long time. Generally, Sundays aren't the best day of the week for betting on college basketball, but we got rivalry games. We got ranked teams. We got big games. We got a lot of games, actually, for a Sunday. Really excited to go through the slate with you guys. But just like in every video, man, I'm going to go through each and every game against the spread, get you my picks. If you're new to my channel or you just haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and drop a like on today's video. I would sincerely appreciate that. I show up here each and every day. I'm going to continue to do that through the rest of the season. I posted my results, man, from Saturday. You can see it on the bottom of the screen there. I'll put the screenshot of what I put in the community section with a more detailed thing. Guys, I mean, I've just been telling you, right? I've been telling you. I mean, I said, scroll through my videos last year. Look at my previous weeks. I mean, look at a larger sample size to know I'm not bluffing when I say these runs come all the time with me in sports betting. Shout out to my longer term clients that go through the losing stretches with me because there's not a human being on planet Earth that wins 52 weeks out of the year. It just doesn't happen. I won about 2 months straight to finish football season, a historic run, almost 50 units of profit made, almost doubled everybody's bankroll in that time span. And then I had like a 6-day stretch where I lost 14 or 15 units, about the same amount of money I won yesterday alone. And a lot of people jumped off the subscription just because I had a couple days of losing picks like any normal human being on planet Earth. And now everybody that jumped off the subscription, you paid for picks, you lost the picks, you jumped in and jumped out in like a snap of a fingers, and now you miss out on the profit. It's people that stick with me long-term. My clients that have been with me over a year, I'm talking significantly long-term, that are in the highest profit. There's no denying my numbers. I'm deep in profit every single sport, every single year. Everything's documented. Scroll through my videos. NBA playoffs last year, almost record setting. My MLB season last year was historically good. Football, a slow start, ended strong, deep in profit. And here we go again, man. I'm on one of my typical runs in college basketball. Hop on the list, man. Do a month. Don't get that weekly package. Do a month. It's a better unit price. It'll save you money, and it'll lock you in and make sure you're going to stick with the program for more than just 1 week. I send everything to your phone, man. You go on the text list and you get everything to your phone. You're going to get the plays, the odds, and how many units to put on each one. Just pay attention to the units. Stick with the program, man, and understand that, yes, even me, one of the best people in the entire industry for sports betting, I'm going to lose picks, man. I'm going to lose picks almost on a daily basis here in college basketball. I'm just about winning more than I lose, and I do that consistently. So highly recommend it, man. We're in mid-February. We're right in the meat and potatoes of the season. We got weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of this type of winning, and then, of course, the big tournament. So I can't recommend it enough. Look in the comment section. There's a lot of happy clients down there. I'm not just bluffing, man. This stuff is, this is real. I just continue to put up great numbers. So feeling good. Hopefully I can provide you guys more free picks in today's video. Did pretty good yesterday. I believe I suggested Auburn to you guys. I suggested the over to you guys. I suggested Houston. I suggested this and that and this and that. Sure, I got some wrong as well, but I got a lot more right than I got wrong. Yeah, just feeling good, man. We're on an exceptional run right here. And I believe it's just getting started, man. I mean, I was kind of like behind the 8 ball to where I typically am by February. It's been a slower college basketball year than I typically am at. So I don't know, man. I think we're just kind of getting started. 21-11. Let's see how crazy this run can get. I'm expecting dozens and dozens of units here through the remainder of February. So really excited for that. Let me pull a pick at sports. We'll run through the games. I get you my picks, get you in, get you out. Hopefully everybody's happy. And if you're not, I don't really give a fuck because I'm happy and me and my clients are happy. And we've been winning all year long, week after week after week, besides the few weeks where we have losing picks every month or so. And then people get all bitchy at me. Shit's hilarious, man. It's actually hilarious. Tigers, Wichita State, Memphis laying 7.5. I'm going to lay it here. I think Wichita State is a big enough name. I don't think they're going to sleepwalk through this one. I know it's a lot of points, but I don't like the Wichita State team. I don't like their offense. I don't think they can keep pace here. This line looks crazy. 7.5, 8.5 on the road, Wichita. Early game on Sunday. It seems like a Wichita spot, grabbing all those points. I'm not buying it, man. I don't like Wichita State this year. I'm going to go with Memphis. I got to look at them. Florida Atlantic and Temple, 1.5 or 2.5, depending on what book you're looking at here. And I don't know. I think the wrong team's actually favored here. I'm not a huge fan of Florida Atlantic. They had their big run. They got put on the map. Jarnell Davis and Golden and everybody on that team. The Final Four team there, Florida Atlantic. I don't know, man. It's just not the same team. I don't know. Should they be laying points against almost anybody? Some people, but I think Temple's scrappy enough. I'm going to take the 2.5 points. Siena Sacred Heart, I really have no opinion here. I kind of want to lean towards Siena. Maybe that's a little bit of just emotion towards Jerry McNamara as the head coach there. I used to watch him play at Syracuse when he was a player. Him and Devendorf and everybody there. Yes, I paid attention to college basketball for decades. I'm going to lean Siena, man. I think the line's kind of telling too. I mean, they're on the road, only catching 1.5. I know a lot of lines in this conference are always generally kind of on the short side, but I'm going to go Siena here. I'll take the 1.5. Michigan, Ohio State. What do we do with this one? So I bet in premium Michigan over Purdue on the money line. We did cash that, or actually it was a -1. We took a -1 at even odds or something like that. So I cashed on Michigan over Purdue. Now they're on the road off that game, catching 2.5 points against Ohio State. Look, I told you guys the over in that Auburn rivalry game. I'm looking at the over here. I would go over 149.5. 150 points is 75 apiece. I think they can get there. I like Michigan. I don't love Michigan down the stretch. I think the guards are about even, maybe a little bit advantage to Ohio State. I think the advantage with the bigs does go to Michigan. And then you get the rivalry and the home court advantage and stuff probably goes to Ohio State just in terms of energy. But then the mojo goes back to Michigan because Michigan has just kind of been owning the Buckeyes just overall in sports just recently. So a couple contradicting factors is what I'm trying to say here in a game like this. Ultimately, I think the books have this right. I do think Ohio State's going to get this one. I don't want to lay 2.5 points, though. This is for sure going to come down to the wire. I'm going to look at Ohio State on the money line here. They got to get that one. Mount St. Mary's and Canisius, lay the points. Lay the points. Canisius, no. If it was a 10.5, maybe a 9.5, but I would need a couple more points in my back pocket to be looking at Canisius there. I'll go with the Mount. Bradley and Drake, excellent game here. It's really hard not to just roll with Drake here, minus the 6.5. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go with Bradley. I'm going to take 6.5. I think it's a 3 or 4 point win for Drake. South Dakota State and South Dakota. And I don't know. I mean, I'm just being honest with you guys. I come on here. I give you my honest predictions every single day. And I just don't know here. I really just don't know. I would lean taking the points with a home team in a rivalry. But South Dakota State's the much, much, much better team. And that probably is the right side. I just really don't know. Iona, Quinnipiac. Interesting game. I think I'm going to lean taking the 7.5 with Iona. I think Quinnipiac wins this game by about 3 or 4. Youngstown State, Cleveland State, lay it. I think this one's fairly straightforward. Yeah, Cleveland State minus 3.5. I was going to say maybe look at the money line if you want to risk like 1.6 units on that money line to win a unit of profit. Maybe that's something to consider and take the points out of the equation. But I'd have to lay the points if I was going to play a spread there. Marist and Merrimack, no real opinion here. Probably take the points. Ryder, St. Peter's, give me Ryder. Give me the 4.5 there. Manhattan, Fairfield. Is this a game where Fairfield wins? They don't win many. Fairfield getting 3.5. Fairfield getting 3.5. Can't do it. I can't do it. I'd look at Manhattan on the money line. Creighton, St. John's. Boy, here's a big one, and here is quite an interesting line. So we have St. John's off a loss to Villanova. I had a premium bet on Villanova in that game. That doesn't mean I hate St. John's. I love Rick Pitino. Creighton's getting 6.5. I think that is... I mean, I'm really trying to just think here. 6.5. We're talking 6.5 with Creighton. I'm going to go St. John's. I think they're tough, man. The reason I bet Villanova, I like the spot at home, the energy with the Super Bowl and some of the X factors, just based off the game being in Philly. I like the toughness of Villanova, some of the veteran players there, and even players like Wooga Poplar. I liked their toughness, and I liked their coach's heart and toughness, and I thought that was a good match. Throw in the home court. I thought that was a good spot for Villanova, but here, I think we're going to get substantial effort defensively. I do think they have the ability to slow down or maybe even stop Kalkbrenner. And I know that sounds crazy to even say, but if that kind of duo of Ashworth and Kalkbrenner isn't doing what it normally does, Creighton could get blown out of the building here. I like St. John's. I'd have to lay the points. I'll lay the 5.5. Nebraska Northwestern. I mean, this is a pretty good Sunday. Am I wrong? Like, this is a pretty good Sunday. Nebraska Northwestern. I can't wait to watch this one as well. And I got to go Northwestern. I wish Barnheiser was playing, but I still think they got enough. I think Nebraska really relies on that building, that home court. And even in the last game, that wasn't enough to get over a Maryland team. That Maryland's significantly better than Northwestern here, but this just isn't on the home court. I think Nebraska could show up. I mean, they need to. This is a desperation spot for the Cornhuskers. I just don't think desperation is going to be enough. I think Northwestern, off a really tough stretch of basketball, I like the heart that they showed in their last game, although they came up a little bit short there, which was the Oregon game, I believe. I like the way they played. I think they're going to get this one, so I'll take the 2.5. Wright State and Green Bay, I guess lay it. Golden Grizz, give me the Golden Grizz, lay it. Northern Kentucky and Milwaukee, probably Milwaukee. I think they just have better athletes overall. Missouri State, UIC, no opinion. Utah State and New Mexico, excellent game here. This is a good slate. This is a good Sunday. I'm a happy man. I'm going to be a happy camper here on Sunday. Not saying something. I'm coming off a 7-2 Saturday at 14 units, so looking to keep it rolling here on Sunday. I'm going to take the points, man. I almost a never man at the pit, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with Utah State here, getting 6.5. I think New Mexico wins this game by 1 possession. They get it at the end. Maybe a couple free throws at the end, balloon it up to 3 or 4, but 6.5 there on DraftKings. I'm going to take that with Utah State. South Florida and UAB, it's probably a blowout. Lay it. Iowa and Maryland, great game here. I think you just got to look at Maryland. Significantly better team. I don't think Iowa has life. I know the last game, looks a little bit different, but just a larger kind of medium-term sample size of this Hawkeyes team is just bad. It's just bad. I think they could fold in this one and just get blasted. So I'd be looking at Maryland. And this might be a great game to actually have a live bet in. Maybe you get a little spark, a little something carrying over from the last game from the Hawkeyes. If they go on a little bit of run, kind of get an early lead, just a little bit of early momentum in the first half, you could maybe jump in on Maryland minus like 4 or 5 or something like that. And I would recommend doing that. Northern Iowa, Murray State, great game, coin flip game. So I don't know, flip a coin. Rutgers and Oregon, 6.5, 7.5, depending on where you look. I think the Ducks are, they're just going to start going here. They're just going to start getting some wins. I'll lay the 6.5 with the Ducks. Hopefully they don't collapse at the end. Louisville and Notre Dame, lay it, right? Here's the public square casual pick of the day. It just seems so obvious and easy. And I told you guys yesterday with that Clemson Florida State game, I'm like 3.5. I'm like, this should be like a 10. Like, what are we doing here? I was like, the line looked so bad that I was even going to lean towards Florida State. Kept me off Clemson, but Clemson ended up just being maybe the easiest bet the entire day. Is this something similar? It's in the same conference. Louisville, a team that the books just don't seem to be catching up to. 5.5? I mean, should this not be -9, -8.5? 5.5. These teams are not close. I'll lay it with Louisville, man. I'll lay it with Louisville. Hopefully it's not just a one random game where maybe they're asleep. And then we got Valpo and Evansville here. And I really have no opinion. On that one, to be honest. But one thing I do have an opinion on is my numbers there at the bottom of the screen. Unmatched, man. When I'm in my usual form, and I'm in it. I'm in it. Here we are, mid-February. We're rocking and rolling. We're going to carry the momentum on through the month and right into March, make a whole bunch of money, man. And then we're off to NBA playoffs. So heck of a time, man. We're just started getting going with this run. We're only 1 week into it. I've always gone on like these 1-2 month, just absolute, just heat waves. Jump on premium, man. The link's right in the description. I'll get you on that text list. You could start winning. And stop messing around with, just gambling on your free picks and trying all your weird techniques that I see you guys trying down there in the comment section. Just stick to the script, man. A unit should be 2.5% of your bankroll. Stick to it over time, money in your pocket. It's undeniable. See you in the next video.